Hey guys, I am. I was sitting here working, and it's about 12:06 now. Sitting here working, and I started to feel a little shaky, a little jittery. And so I grabbed my phone to look at my blood sugar, and my blood sugar had dipped below 70. You'll see down there at the bottom that it came from around 200 and dipped below 70. And so I'm feeling shaky, and I grabbed, so I've got some juice here and um, and some candy, some Skittles. And we're gonna sit and watch for a little bit as it comes back up. I'm gonna drink some more of this juice. Uh, and so still, and you guys who are diabetic know that feeling, and it feels like for me it almost feels like a little vibration on the inside, and I'm having some some tingling around the lips, and of course there's that kind of shaky feeling, and I'm sweating, right? Um, so I think, right? So we talk about the rule of 15s, but as you know, when your blood sugars are low, sometimes the rule of 15 is not uh, doesn't really work, right? Because your mind is telling you got to eat something. Um, but I want to encourage you to and the reason for the rule of 15s is really because we don't want you to overshoot. And then of course, depending on how low the blood sugar has gone, then that's something else to kind of consider as you're doing this. So I'm going to uh, grab some more, and these are my son likes Skittles, so I'm gonna cover up my face so you can, yeah, there you go. All right, and those are sour. Wow. Wow, wow. These are really sour Skittles. Makes sense, right? So, like I said, as you know, sometimes when that blood sugar drops and you get into that space, you want to feel like you got to eat everything. So I went and I got my juice, got my Skittles, got a couple of apples that are sitting here, and I haven't looked at those yet. I haven't eaten. It may sound like I'm rambling, but this is just water, by the way. So we kind of watch that blood sugar. So I didn't record when it was like below 770. So now it's kind of coming back up. And I'm feeling better. So that sugar's getting into me. So how many Skittles do you think? Let me see. One package has 51 grams. Excuse me. Um, so 36 grams per serving. And has 2 grams of fat. Imagine that. Wow. I wouldn't have thought about that, right? So why would Skittles have fat? 2 grams of fat, total sugar. And of course now I am trying to read the package, right? And I'm having some trouble focusing. All right, isn't that interesting that that happens? And if you've never experienced a low blood sugar, it's kind of difficult to kind of explain the feeling. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at the numbers. So it's 36 grams per serving, and I can't tell from the package how many Skittles are a serving. Wow. Okay. So I'll have to look at that and get back with you. But you'll see. I mean, it's been about 10 minutes, and I don't have a timer. Maybe I'll put a timer on here. It's been about 10 minutes, and we're still kind of at 76, despite what I just consumed. Let's see. I think I could put a stopwatch on here. Hold on a second. I'm going to add... let's see, let's start the stopwatch. Okay. I think I'll make it red. Maybe put it over on that. Nope. Make it white. And make the background. That I'll make red, maybe. There we go. So I'll add it over here. So you guys, that way you guys can see. There you go. So we'll start it over there. All right. So not a big change yet, despite the Skittles. But now it is above 70, right? So it's come up above 70. So 76. And I had 10 Skittles and about 4 ounces of juice, right? So 10 Skittles, 4 ounces of juice, and it's been about 10 minutes. And we're kind of waiting to see what happens. And so still at 76. I am feeling better, right? So I'm not feeling as shaky. And I'm starting to, so the tingling, I'm not feeling that as well. So that's gotten better. And I'm thinking a little clearer, right? So, hey guys. Why am I up so late anyway? I don't know. I was actually doing another video, and like I said, just as soon as I got off of that video, I was having trouble kind of focusing on what I was doing, and then all of a sudden I got that feeling. I was like, hey, something's going on. And so I quickly looked at my monitor, and let's see if so I'm gonna take this off for a second and see if I need to refresh it. Hold on a minute. So I've taken that down and I'm refreshing. And let's pop that back up here. And no, still 76. Let's see what we have. I was trying to look up to see how many Skittles are in a serving. That's what I like. I'm gonna go over here on my computer. let's see. How many servings? How many Skittles are in a serving of sour Skittles? Ba, ba, ba. What do you think? Yeah, what do you guys think? Net carbs, 37. Let's see, what did we say it was? 36. So that's not exactly the same, right? What I'm looking for is the nutritional content. Sour Skittles. Wow. Who would have thought that it would be So one of the things that I tell people is to go ahead and make up a package, right? Make up a package of whatever it is, so that you know exactly how many of those you should take. And let me see, maybe I'm going to, let's see, let me share this with you guys. Okay, I'm going to bring you over to this side. Let's grab this. Let's see if we can grab the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I'm going to try to share my screen with you. All right, here we go. And that's my, yeah, there we go. Zoom, zoop. Let's get rid of that one. And then I'll put me on the screen so you could see me. How about that? So I'm getting this together, right? So hold on a minute. Put me down in the corner. Okay, how about this? Let's, okay, so you guys can actually see let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay. And see what else can I do to this thing. I think that should be fine for now, right? Okay. So anyway, so I'm searching. Let's go back here and let's see what we got. We gotta unlock this one. All right. So what I was doing was I went to Google. Right, and I'm searching for Skittles, sour, Skittles, nutrition. If I could spell, right? Nutrition facts. Boom, there we go. All right, so total fat, total carbohydrates, sour Skittles. How about this one? Let's see. And this is from MyFitnessPal, right? So one package, 200 calories, 47 carbs. but I was hoping to get the actual back of the package so we could take a look at that together. Wow. Isn't that something? If you guys know how many, oh, let's take a look at this one. This is the package. Okay, that's the product. All right, so serving size 1.4 ounces. All right, 1.4 ounces, so 40 grams. And the servings for contain about 4. But it doesn't tell you how many actual Skittles, right, are in a serving. And then, of course, you got to figure out from that how many carbs, right? So we say 15 grams of carbs, so on and so forth. Okay, well, let's get back to seeing what our blood sugars are doing on our, let's see, let's go back over here. Oh, wow, look at that. So we're up to 89, and that's, back to, oh, why did my timer restart? Okay. Oh, can you guys see that? No? Oh. And I'm going back here, right? So I'm going back to show you this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so my timer restarted. So that's not helping us. But let me look over here and let's see how long we've been streaming. Let me restart, reload. All right, so according to this, we've been streaming for about 16 minutes, right? So this timer is not helping me, so I'm going to take it off the screen because that's going to confuse us. Okay, so according to this, we've been streaming for about 16 minutes, right? So, and I went live probably, 2 to 3 minutes after I started taking, eating and drinking, right? Because I needed, I needed to get some clarity. But that's actually pretty good, right? So 89 now. And I usually tell people to treat 15 grams of carbs every 15 minutes. And we want your blood sugars to get to be 100 or higher, right? And particularly if it's lower than that, right? You want to make sure that it gets up above 100. Before you do other things. So I think that's actually pretty good that we are 89. Okay. So, and it's been 16 minutes, a little bit more than that. So I'm going to take 2 more Skittles, right? 1, 2. Two more Skittles. And we'll see what that does. Wow. I don't think I'm going to drink any more juice right now. Okay, 1 more Skittle. That's 3. And of course, when you're low, everybody says, oh, that's the best time to eat stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily eat. Because you got to bring those blood sugars up, right? And I think my phone is like glaring off the white background of my phone is glaring off of my my glasses. Okay, now you can probably see my eyes a little bit better. Awesome. All right. So we'll let that go. So, okay, so low blood sugars, right? So hypoglycemia, low blood sugars. Now there's this line that's going across my thing here. Let me see. I think that's when I created that graphic. Yeah, there it is. So let's get rid of that. And let's see what we have here. So I'm doing this on the fly, guys. So just kind of bear with me. You are coming along for the ride with me, right? So you guys are kind of seeing this in real time. So let's down like that. So what it is, I'm taking that line. See that line right there? Yeah, I'm taking it off of my graphic. I didn't realize that was there. So let's see. But but hypoglycemia, that's one of those things that we are aware of, that we know happens, and we believe, I mean, when I say we are the healthcare community, we believe that there are a lot more people that are having low blood sugars than we are aware of. Okay, so and a lot of times people don't tell us, and one of the things that happens is that because people have low blood sugars, I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm working on this to try to get this off the screen here. One of the things that happens is because people don't, people are having these low blood sugars and they're not letting their physician know, then it goes untreated, and sometimes people are accused of not taking medications. Look at that, 104. Yes, somebody just pointed that out to me, right? So 104. So here we are. Awesome, right? So, well, do you think I should have eaten those last 3 Skittles? I don't know, right? But it hadn't come up in 15 minutes, so so I was, yeah. And those Skittles taste good. I mean, they're sour, they're sour, but they taste very good. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to, okay, let me see what I can do here. I've got a new overlay that I'm going to put. I'm going to cover that one up. And then we're going to hide this guy. And then let's show you the new one. Okay, see? I took that line off. Yeah, there we go. It was bothering me. I'm sorry. I know you guys don't care, but it was bothering me. So 104, right? But of course now look at that, right? So not only have we treated it, so 104, and look at the arrow. Look at the arrow on the top of the of that number, right? And so this is what happens, right? And so sometimes that's what's so frustrating, because you treat a low, and if you're not careful, now I end up with a high, right? And I'm going to hang on here for a little bit so we could see as that trends up where it goes. And we won't stay the whole time, but you see that dip down at the bottom, and we treat it, and so now we're heading up. And so sometimes people, if they're not careful, will have kind of this roller coaster, and it's very hard and very frustrating for a lot of people, because they're like, what do I do? I mean, because I'm going low. And so really having a conversation with your provider is really what we tell people that they should do, and try to figure out what is the best way to kind of manage that. And then for the things that you're going to use to treat your blood sugars when they're low, being sure that, and this I grabbed, these are my son's Skittles, so I'm gonna have to right, get him another one. But these I grabbed just as I was sitting here feeling, I got off the one video and I started feeling it, and didn't want to try to get up to go to the kitchen to get something, and so I grabbed this. I had some juice here with me, and boom, so had it, and so now we started going up. But having with you things that you have kind of measured out, and you're aware of how many carbs are in them, okay, and you'll begin learning when you do have a low, like how many carbs does it take to get me back up. Okay, and that's something to kind of keep track of. And that way, when you are treating, you have these predefined amounts, and so you just grab those and you eat them, and you don't have to like we were trying to do here a minute ago, trying to figure out how many Skittles, are in a serving, and then how many grams, and you don't want to try to do that while you're low, and so that's why it's a good idea to have that already measured out. Look at that, 116, right? So we jumped from 104 to 116, and this thing updates every 5 minutes. Okay, so it's getting us blood sugars every 5 minutes. So the blood sugar did not jump from 104 to 116. it's changing, but this guy is only grabbing it every 5 minutes. And so sometimes, so you saw that jump and it looks like it went from 104 to 116. Okay. All right. So we'll see here in a minute. And you know, for those of you, I like I said, I this is not a planned was not a planned video, but I thought it was a good example and a good thing to kind of just show you guys in real time how this works. So let's see. Okay, so we'll just hang out for just a little bit longer, and then we'll go. Perhaps this is, you know, this just kind of is one of those things that we need to come back and talk again. And as you see, right, so it happens to everybody, right? So that's the other point to make, that it happens to everybody. And, you know, it is not unique. It doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. But there are times when things are happening, right? So I was so intent on working on that video that I was doing before, or doing some stuff here in the office, and it didn't even dawn on me, right? So to check the blood sugar, check the monitor, because you're going about your business, you're living your life, right? And the diabetes is a part of your life, and that's why it's so good to have a continuous glucose monitor, because otherwise, if I felt that way, I would have to get my monitor, my glucose monitor, you know, prick my finger to see what it is, right? And all that time, what I did, I saw it, and I went and I grabbed something and started eating. Okay. And then I wouldn't have been able to sit here and kind of watch this as it changes, right? Because I'd be wondering, okay, what is the blood sugar? So I'd have to check it. And so that's one of the benefits of having a continuous monitor as well. And we did, was it last week or week before? I think last week, we posted a video on living with a continuous glucose monitor. That would be a good one to kind of go back and watch, right? As Megan kind of describes what her life has been like with diabetes. Okay. All right. So 116 still. Oops. Let's kind of get back. Oops. I made it change on my screen, which is not what I wanted it to do. So let's get back. Okay, there we are. Okay. Let me turn this around so it doesn't glare on my face. All right. Just checking. Okay. Just checking to make sure I didn't hit anything wrong. So yeah. So anyways, it's 12:34. So I need to. I'm gonna hop off here and get to bed. And just, you know, guys, thank you for those of you who are out there watching. Those of you who are gonna be watching this on the replay and later on. You know, drop a question, and I think what we'll do is you know, kind of do some more of these in real time, so that you get to see really what it's like. Okay. So still 116 heading up, and we'll kind of see. For me, I'll see what it does as we get into the night and then into the morning. So thanks once again for watching. You know, appreciate it for those of you out there. Hey Pablo, good to see you. And I think Elaine was on. Okay, so I'm able to see you guys' names now. I wasn't able to see that before, so I'm not sure why. Okay. Thank you. All right, have a good night. You guys should be sleeping too, right? So I'm gonna go to sleep. But